Good afternoon, Roland.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for coming today. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you so much.
As you know, this is your annual performance review. You had initially, after your probation, 3-month probation period, one interview. This is your annual one because you've been with the company for 12 months now. The purpose of this meeting, for me as a manager and as you as an employee, to identify if you got any problems during this 1-year period, if there's anything we can help you to resolve them. Also during this meeting, please feel free to ask questions. We're here to discuss whatever is possible. But before we move on, let me ask you, how are you? You still going to the gym as we spoke last time?
Yes, indeed, at least 3-4 times a week.
Well, well done. In the weekends as well, or in the weekdays you go?
It depends to the schedule. If I'm not working, I go. If I work, unfortunately, I'm not go to the gym.
Wow, especially it's a physically demanding role, so it's a big commitment to you. You still go after work. Right, I received a 5 points sheet from your team leader. We're going to discuss this, but before we go into the particular points, let me ask you, how did you feel? How did your first year went with the company?
I really enjoyed the first year with the company. I'm satisfied with the job and the company as well.
And how do you feel you performed well? Obviously, you received the self-appraisal form. I had a look at it as well. You received a copy of your KPIs that mentions that you reached the targets. Did you have a chance to look at it?
Yes, I looked at it before.
Actually, the first point I would like to touch regarding the KPI, because it says that you met against the targets, but still in the last couple of months your performance dipped a little bit, and also you reached the targets, but still it seems to be you were the lowest performer in your team.
Yeah.
Were you aware of this, or it's kind of surprise to you now?
It's a bit surprise for me because my opinion is I worked very well. I reached every single thing what I needed to reach. So I'm a bit surprised about the numbers.
Do you get on well with the other members of the team?
I had an issue with one of the staff before, but now I think everything is alright.
Well, actually, thank you for that. You brought it up for me, because I have a note here that there was this grievance from one of the member, and you went on hard on him on a number of occasions. But you said it's all settled now. There's peace in the department.
Yes, it is.
And how about the rest of the team?
I might say we have a natural relationship.
Okay, that's good to know. Really, it can benefit the team performance as well. You said you got on well with the team, so what could be the reason that you don't attend to the social events, and in particular the charity events?
What I mentioned before, I go to the gym at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Right.
So I really want to have a healthy life, and I know it's not an excuse or something, but if they call me to go to this kind of events, the people obviously drink alcohol, most of the people, so I try to avoid this kind of events.
You know, these social events, yes, you said it's right. For some people it's just focusing on alcohol, but also could be a way to build up a team, to have some team spirit, to build up the culture of the company. But I do understand your concern that you don't want to jeopardize your healthy diet lifestyle. It's fine. And how about the charity events? You know, it's a kind of way to promote our company towards the world. Is there any chance I can count on you in the future attending the charity events?
If the company give me enough notice, yes, I'll be in. Yeah.
So you're actually a people person. You just didn't feel like attending because of the heavy drinking.
Yes.
Even I see. Okay. Thank you for being open for me on this.
No problem.
Matter. Let me touch the next point, that is the absences. It says in the last 12-month period you were absent at 8 times, although I have a note here, the national average in this period was only 4.4, so you were absence for 8 days, and 2 of the days absences fall on the same time of the month. What was the reason of this high number of absences, Roland?
1 year, it's a long period, so
Yes.
I remember I had a flu at least 2 or 3 times. The rest it's a bit, it's not that clear to me. Obviously I don't remember.
So you didn't have any serious medical conditions
No.
that you attend to the hospital? It was like you visited your GP and he advised you to stay at home?
Yeah, I
Is it
visited the GP, yes, no hospital appointment, none.
And then the 2 days absences were similar times in the month?
What I said, I don't remember. That might be a coincidence.
So, okay, well, thank you. Let me just take a note on that. As I said, I want to have every team reach their best. I want to be the best benchmark of the team, so really get on well with other team members. It's important. You said you're a people person, and apart from this grievance or the particular member of staff, you get on well with them, so it's good to know. Do you have friends in the team, and even you socialize, or?
What I said, I have a natural relationship with my colleagues, so I work in this place. What I said, I like.
You don't mix friendship with
work.
work.
Not at all.
It's fine.
Not in my workplace.
I see. Understand where you're coming from. How do you see yourself in a longer term? What would you like to achieve until our next meeting?
I like to be a team leader.
Team leader, okay. Is this something that you brought to your supervisor attention or the higher management before, or?
Yes.
Do you have any experience managing a team?
Yeah, I used to be a team leader in my previous place, yes.
Okay, and if the company can support you to fill for this position, what do you think, what kind of fields you need to be trained, or what kind of support can we give you to achieve this?
I already learned everything. I'm doing my job well, so I like to step up. I want to take this to the next level, so that's why I said I wanted to be a team leader, and I might need some kind of training from the company.
Right.
So they can, obviously they can give me a couple of trainings, those kind of stuff, and yes, of course, to be a team leader.
Are you first aid qualified, Roland?
Yes,
I'm sure
I
it doesn't
am.
say on my paper.
I am actually, yeah.
And is it still valid?
Yeah, it is. It is still valid.
It's still valid. Did you do the whole weekend course or just the 1 day one?
The whole weekend course.
Is there any chance can you bring your documents in so we can have a copy of that?
No problem at all.
Okay,
Yes.
it's good to know that we have a first aider in this particular team, because we know warehouse could be a potential hazardous environment.
Yes, I know. I'm aware.
Did you have any accidents in the last year?
Touch the wood? No, nothing at all.
Okay, excellent. Let me see if you got anything from your team leader here to discuss. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Not really, no. I'm satisfied with everything, more or less. So, no, what I wanted to ask before, to give me more training.
More training?
Yeah.
One of the notes says here that maybe that's why the figure is showing that you are lower performed than others, that your forklifting skills?
Oh yes. I'm not. Yes, what I said, I need more training. I still can feel, to handle that kind of
Sure,
stuff.
I'm going to take some action so we can do like a refresher forklifting training.
Oh, that would be nice.
Professional, especially if you became a team leader, you might want to be the one who trains the next
Yes.
employees, the new incomers. Yeah, let me just put on this one. So fresh in the guise of forklifting. Right, and you did mention that you did bring your first aid certificates in.
Yes, I will bring it. Yeah.
So at the end of this, is there anything else you would like to add before we just summarize what we discussed in this meeting?
No, thank you so much.
So, let me just summarize what we discussed. So, you did say that apart from that grievance, the particular member of staff, you get on well with the team now. You said that you generally are a people person, although you don't really hang out with your colleagues, but you're okay to attend to the company charity event if you give you enough notice. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
The figure says you've been absent this time, but hopefully your healthy lifestyle will benefit in the future, so you won't get ill so frequently like in the past year. And you did mention that you're a first aider, so having your certificate, we can have you a first aider at work. And also I try to arrange you like a rescheduled forklifting training, so you'll be more confident. And what I can also suggest that I could see that you generally were surprised that all your figures were showing that you achieved a lot,
yes.
But you were not aware of the other member of this team.
No.
What do you think, if you have a little bit of informal meetings more frequently, would it help with your performance?
I think, yeah, at least every 6 months or every 3 months. Yeah,
so
just to have a clue about this.
Actually, we are going to develop these smaller internal meetings with our HR team.
Okay.
In your apartment as well. It's something that was already addressed to our higher management. So probably we won't see each other in a 12 months period, but more frequently informal meeting. Thank you for your time. Thanks for coming today. Any plan for this evening?
Thank you so much.
Finished work?
Gym.
Gym.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you for coming today and have a nice evening.
Thanks. Same to you.